Greetings everybody, I am Cheryl Forehand from the JCA, and tonight I'll be teaching you a mat Pilates course. So in the class today, we will have a small ball and a band if you have one. A small towel, a little hand towel rolled up will work if you do not have a ball for some of the work to give you a little cushioning. So we're going to get ready to warm up and work out, and I hope everybody is doing well today. So starting nicely with our feet right underneath our hips. We want to think of our feet like two railroad tracks straight, or the number 11. Finding the shoulders roll back and relax. And we must warm up before we do our work in any type of physical fitness. We want to inhale and exhale and begin that deep breath and let the body flow back and forth. I like to think of being a willow tree, and the wind is just blowing you a straight tree back and forth. As you start to inhale deeply and feel the ribs expand and blow out the air, it's nice to place the hands on the ribs so you can feel if they're actually taking in the air at the ribs, at the lungs, instead of coming in up to our neck. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to find just the center. From here, we're going to walk to the end of our mat and take a nice hamstring stretch, a few roll downs, and then we'll come down to the mat. So standing with that nice same posture you had, reach the arms up, take a breath and slowly dive over a barrel. Pulling in the abdominals, zipping them up, letting the head relax. We have a tendency to look at the floor. I'd like for you to relax that head and neck and feel that you get a little bit more stretch in the back line. Take a breath, stack it up. No worries if you can't touch the floor. You allow the upper back and the spine to relax and go where the body will let you go. Over time, those will loosen up. Take a breath. Exhale as you let those arms dangle. Look between the legs. Bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight. It's okay. But whatever you do, relax the neck and stack back up. Now we'll go into some nice hamstring stretches. Arms will come up. Take an exhale, dive forward. We're going to let the hands rest on the mat, even with bent knees. We'll sit back in an imaginary chair, and we're going to lift the tailbone up to the ceiling, feeling a little bit more stretch. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And exhale. 1 more time. Exhale. Sit. Find a nice comfortable place to bend and gracefully take your body all the way down. We're going to come down and roll down with our legs in alignment. Again, our feet are straight. Taking a breath and tuck the pelvis and lay all the way down. If you have your ball handy, let's grab our ball. We're going to take our legs, knees and ankles aligned, reach the arms up overhead, take a breath and exhale and curl up. And the ball is going to be very close to the center of those knees. Inhale, come back. So I want you to think about where your eye gaze is as you curl up. Exhale, the eye gaze follows the ball, lands on the top of the knee. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, curl up, breathe. Inhale and exhale, and we're going to place that ball now between our inner thighs. Pretty convenient, yeah? Take the arms up, come on back. And now I want the arms over the chest, lift your heels up, and just keeping the pelvis quiet, exhale, lift both legs up. We're going to go into the 100 today with the ball between our thighs. We're going to curl up, look at the knees again, not the ball. Extend the legs if you want, or you can keep them bent. And begin your pump. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more sets. Nice, vigorous breath. 3 more sets. Last one. Nice vigorous pump of the arms and bend the knees. Slowly lower the head and slowly lower the legs. So the 100 is our warm-up, part of waking up the abdominals and setting the breath in motion. Keeping our legs aligned, the hands can be by your side or even wider as we warm up the spine with some bridges. Finding the length through the front of the hip, finding the gluteal fold, and then I want you to articulate down one vertebrae at a time. See if you can find melting the spine. We're going to inhale, lift up. As you exhale, soften the breastbone first. Draw the ribs closer together. Feel the middle back melt so we get that mid-thoracic. When you get to the waist, then come back to neutral. 2 more. Inhale, just to warm up the spine. Exhale, come all the way down as you melt, 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 melt. And last one. If melting doesn't sound good for you, think of draping and finding a little bit more space between each vertebrae as you open up the spine this morning. Nice. We're going to take the ball and we're going to extend our legs. Take the ball up. We'll just come up to a nice seated position, doing a little bit of extension work to wake up. Let's take the ball between our shoulder blades. You can keep the legs straight or cross them, whatever feels comfortable. Thread your fingers, thumbs support the neck. So we're going to come back to that hand position because I want you to think of your head really resting in a hammock. Your hands are a hammock. So when you push the head back, you don't want the arms to go. You want the head to be heavy. And if the head relaxes, you won't use the neck. You'll use the abdominals. Take a breath. We're going to inhale, extend back. Exhale. This is a wonderful move to do every day if you've been sitting at a desk, driving a lot. And if you don't do anything else, just jump on the floor, do a few movements, and do some extension to open up that chest and thoracic spine. 2 more. We need it for our posture. And to breathe. 1 more time. Inhale back. Exhale, curl up. Uncross the legs if they're crossed. Flex your feet. Zip up your legs. Take your arms out. And I want you to roll all the way up to a seated position. Lovely. So from here, we're going to take the ball and just hold it again. And we're going to curl back part of the way. And we're going to come back up. So we're going to hold the ball to start with as we curl back. And then we're going to change up and add that ball to see if we can get a little bit more engagement in the low abdominals. So let's place the ball right at the sacrum. Keep your feet flexed, keep your legs together. That will activate your pelvic floor. Tuck your pelvis, and it's as if your low back and your pelvis is just nice and snug in a beanbag. Okay, pretending. So from here you curl, and when you round over, the back pushes back in the ball. You feel a deeper abdominal connection, I hope. And exhale. And exhale. And 2 more. And 1 more. Now let's bend those knees, bring them in, hip width apart. We're going to curl and roll forward. Each time you roll forward, you're pushing your back into that ball. And I hope that you're waking up those transverse abdominals. Hold it here. Fold hand over hand. Rotate. As you do rotation for the spine, we're waking up the obliques. You should feel those obliques wake up. The ball doesn't shift. Your spine is simply rotating to each side. Good. Breathe. Don't forget your breath. And from here, hold it in the center. Take the arms out. Lift those arms up. Exhale. Palms face away. Good. Palms face in. Palms face away. 2 more. Palms face in. Getting some glenohumeral joint rotation at the shoulder. 1 more time. Oh, and hold. And little tiny presses. Oh, I hope you're feeling this wake you up nicely. And 3 and 2. Last one, take the legs out, zip them up, flex your feet, roll all the way up. Now we will take that ball and we're going to find that imaginary ball back here. See if you can find it. Yes, and start your articulation down Reach those arms back behind you. Take a breath, lift the arms up, eye gaze follows the ball, and reach all the way up and stack it up tall. Tuck through the pelvis, good. Reach all the way over. And lift up and exhale all the way through. One more time. And curl back. And drape. Arms up. Exhale. Roll up. We could do a lot more, but I want to get you through some more work today. We're going to start with a spine twist seated. I want you to take the ball to the center of your chest, legs together, feet flexed. If you have tight hamstrings, bend those knees so that you can stack your ribs over the hips. With the elbows softly out to the side, rotate. What I'm doing is teaching you how to use thoracic rotation, which is your oblique system, and not allowing the arms to turn you into a false twist. So just holding that ball will allow you to find your true rotation. And usually it's just at an angle in each direction. From here, we'll take the ball, we'll place it between our ankles, and we'll take the arms up, and we're gonna rotate. Notice this arm doesn't cross. Notice you don't swing around, but you keep the arms in that T. Remember that ball's at your chest, and rotate. Come back to the center and rotate and center and rotate. And we'll add a little tempo here. 2 counts. 1, 2, center. 1, 2, center. It is all about the ribs. Center 2 and 2 counts. Center. Last 1, 2 and up and rest. Take your legs out, leave that ball there. Hopefully he won't run away. We'll just put it right here for now for Saul. Arms out. We will rotate, taking the pinky finger towards the pinky toe. Notice the ankles are flexed. Reach your arm behind you with the palm reaching up and reach. Take a breath up and exhale, reach and go back. Dropping this shoulder down, looking behind you. Inhale up, exhale, reach. Inhale up. We woke up the spine and the thoracic with rotation, so it takes us right into that full rotation in Saul. And breathe, and lift, and breathe, and lift. One more set. Breathe, and lift, and come down. Take that ball, take the feet together, zip up, and we're going to roll all the way down. And take our feet back to hip width apart. Ankles under the knees are nice. It'll get the glute engaged with the hamstrings. Lift up and place the ball between the waist and the tailbone. Oh, a nice hip mobility series. Hands can be anywhere. Wider gives you more support. Closer gives you more work. So use your challenge appropriately. Take one leg straight up. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point, and flex and point. Keep the pointed foot and give me some small leg circles. Guess what your job is? To keep that ball as quiet as possible. There's your lumbopelvic stability. Reverse, circle, circle, breathe, circle, 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 and hold. Bend that knee and place that leg all the way down. Other leg comes up. And while it's a ball, there is a little shift, but you're minimizing as much as possible. Flex and point and flex. And so I'm really shaking on this side. And flex. And now it's quieted down. I'm giving it a chance to get my brain to connect with my body. One more time, hold the point. Small leg circles. I'm drawing a circle on the ceiling. Reverse and circle and circle and circle and circle and hold. The other leg now comes up. It's time for you to find that stability all over again. No legs on the ground. Keep the breath. Ankles directly over the hip. If you bring your feet too far in, you've turned off your abdominals and you can feel the pelvis move. So it's really stack up nice. Scissor down. Flex at the ankles like you are walking somewhere. Can we flex and walk? Wake up those hamstrings again. Ooh, a different gravitational force here. Last two, last one. Heels together, toes apart, flex the ankles, open wide. Point. Exhale, come in. Flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, in. Out and in. One more time. And out, point, and in. Bend the knees so that the knees are over the hips. Your legs are at 90 degrees for bicycle. We're going to take one leg out long, and you're going to lower it as far as you can. Just before you reach the floor, drag that toe in. Make it very long circle. And I'm going to bring this up because this is what I'll see a lot of. And I really want it deeper. That hip flexor reaching, good. Reach, you got it. And drape that toe barely on the mat as you open up that front hip. Last two sets. Whoo, last one. And both legs in. Let those legs drop, and for double femur arcs, let the toes drop towards the mat, but don't touch. Exhale, pull up through your low abdominals. Inhale. You stop where the knees are right over the hips, waking up that transverse a little bit more, preparing us for the series of 5. Good, one more time. And hold. From here, let's do just a little walking. Oh, this is nice for the hips. Walking them out. And nice. So hold it, drop a foot, lift up the hips, come down, and oh, that should feel yummy. You should actually feel like you fall right into neutral spine. You have a small little gap around the waist, your pelvis is stable, and it's prepared us to get ready for series of 5. So here we go, arms up to the ceiling. Let's do 4 ab preps like we did before for the 100. Exhale, curl up, look at the knees. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, down. This time I want you to curl up, stay up, look at the top of the knees. Leg up, leg up. Now we're going to take one leg out, single leg stretch. Take a hand to the inside below the knee joint, the other hand right above the ankle. Look at your feet. Exhale, switch, switch, and switch, and breathe, and breathe, and exhale, exhale. Keep that vigorous breath going. 3 more sets. Breathe, 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 and breathe, and hold. Hands below the shins on the outside. Take a nice deep breath, double leg stretch. Reach the legs, reach the arms. Do not let the upper body fall. You're looking at your feet. Exhale, circle in. 5 more. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. 2 more. Use the breath. Exhale, pull them in. 2 more. Exhale, pull them in. 1 more time. Exhale, hold. 1 leg up, 1 leg out. Soft knees if hamstrings are tight, grab from here. If not, grab your calf, pulse for 2. Single straight legs, and two more sets. And knees in. Take a quick rest. Turn your head. If you ever wonder, well, why are the counts on the exercises different? Joe Pilates didn't have a same count for every exercise. The harder exercises you do little. You might do 3. He wanted you to do them very well. The easier exercises would be up to 10. From here, we're getting ready for the other 2. So we take our hands like we warmed up with thread the fingers. Thumb support the neck. Place those right under the head. Elbows in and curl up. Going back to those double femur arcs we did on the ball now, we're in flexion. We're going to let the toes drop without touching floor. Exhale, curl up. Eye gaze to the knees. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. 2 more. Exhale. One more. Now we're going into double straight legs. So extend those legs. This is a harder one. So we're only going to do 4. We prepped with the knees. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, keep the upper body lifted. Pull up. Inhale. You've got to maintain lumbopelvic stability. One more time and pull up. Bend the knees, prepare for crisscross. Upper body first. Rotate inside armpit towards one knee, rotate to the other. So this is the upper body portion of crisscross. And now we'll add the lower. Take a leg out, switch. Notice there's no leaning. So we're not going back and forth, but we're rotating on the spine. And rotate, and rotate. Elbows stay quiet. They don't cross the face. And 2 more sets. Breathe, last set. Breathe, knees in and slowly come down. Woo! Take your legs down. Take your arms out wide so the back of the shoulders are down. Feet together, knees together. Drop both over for spine twist on our back. Feel the breath fill up your spine on an inhale. Exhale, use the breath so the abdominals bring the legs back, that the legs aren't doing the work. Inhale over. Exhale. I'm going to add a nice element. So over, reach, take the top leg, extend. Get a little bit more stretch through the glute. Bend it back, come back in. One more over, keep it there. Take that top leg, reach it out and long. Oh yes, bend in and come back to the center. We're preparing for sideline work. So let's take our ball, we'll use that today, and we're going to use our band for the sideline. So you want to take your band, and the leg that will be on top for sideline, let's cross the front of the foot, or place, I should say, the band across the front of the foot, and then underneath, cross it. No time, just cross it, so that you have sort of a nice connection and you can play with a little ankle mobility. We'll take the band, not choking up too tight, but just a little bit of tension. We'll come back to our side, and you're going to take that band underneath the bottom leg. From here, we're going to lay down all the way. If you need a pillow, then use a pillow to support your head and neck, certainly fine. Lift the leg and lower. Now notice my foot is parallel. It's not turned up, it's not turned down, but the pinky toe and the heel are aligned so I can get into my abductors, my glute min and my glute med. Okay, we want to get those lateral muscles awake, yeah? And this is about the only way to do that. Make sure that you lift through the waist. It's hard with that band, but lift through that waist. Have that little mouse house. And that is your neutral spine and sideline. Press and press and press. Ooh, I hope these are waking up. 2 more. And again, relax the arm. Don't be too grippy. Just give yourself some tension. Hold it. Kick and kick back. You can kick with a flexed foot forward and just gently point. Just whatever your band will allow you to do. Don't fight through that too much at the ankle, okay? And back. Good. 2 more. And back. And 1 more. Oh, yeah. And we're going to come back here, flex, and I want heel circles. Oh, I hope you're feeling them where I am. Woo, yes. Last one, reverse. Circle with the heel. Circle with the heel. The leg is back behind you. And 3, and 2, and last one, and down. Internally rotate now. That was a little rest. Come up and press, and press, and press. And I hope by now, if you haven't felt it, this does you in. And 4, and 3, and 2, last one. And that is the work we're trying to get our abductors. We're going to drop that band. We're going to let that foot slide out. You can use your foot to do that with. As we take the ball now and do some side sit-ups, we're going to place the ball under our ribs. Good. And you can lay or you can put your hand here. Actually, let's do this. because I think that will feel better in the shoulder joint. Take the top leg forward and the bottom leg is back. And we're going to go up and down. You could do this, but a lot of us have some shoulders that may not like that. So we'll do this and press. And if your shoulder bothers you, bring that elbow in. The bottom one. And that will relieve a little more pressure at that joint. And 3 and 2, lovely, and come down. And now we'll take it all the way over for a side stretch. Grab your wrist, grab a couple fingers, and stay nice and straight to get the stretch from the serratus to the hip. Good, we're gonna take that arm and we're gonna slide ourselves all the way up to a seated position, taking that ball and band and resting it until we go to the other side. Turn onto your front body. From here, we're going to rest the forehead. You can use a small towel if you like. Take your palms up to the ceiling. Heels together, toes apart if you can get them there. If that aggravates your low back, widen them up a bit. Starting with a lift of the heart. Eyes are looking at the front of your mat, not the wall. That's too much neck. Lift the arms, lift the legs. From here, lower all the way down. Get yourself situated. Inhale, lift, and pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. Inhale, lift, pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. Inhale, lift that heart. Pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, all the way down. Last time, inhale, lift, pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, and hold, and come all the way in. Take your hands, place them right on top of each other, rest your forehead. We're gonna wake up the glutes and do some swimming from the legs today. I need to move my ball so you can see about that. I want you to feel the crease at your glutes and hamstrings. From here, lift one leg barely off the mat without your back moving. So if this happens, you're using your back instead of the glutes and the hamstrings. So it's small. Lift the other. And lift. And lower. Listen to your pelvis. Your pelvis should be nice and quiet. Feeling the front ASIS bones and your pubic bone nicely, evenly weighted onto the mat. Head is resting, and lift both legs. Now we're going to go for a small swim. Find the lift from the gluteal fold. Be aware, are your knees trying to do it? And take the knee out of it, and pick up your pace. Swim, 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 and slow it up, slow. Relax the shoulders, and come down. Heels together, toes apart. Now here, if you've got some tightness, the knees will want to bend. See if you can straighten those out, lift the thighs up, point through the feet, and heel beats. Beat, 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 beat. Feel these rotators working. And 4, 3, 2, and hold. Lower down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Come up into a nice child's pose. Hopefully you woke up those lovely glutes and hamstrings. And come up. We're going to grab our ball, and we're going to place the ball in between our knees and help those quads kind of stay lifted for thigh stretch. So this is what we look like from the front. From the side, top of the head is in line with the knees. Front open, gluteal folds that you just found. Arms out, I want you to lean back. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back, hold it. Lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. 2 more. Really feeling that stretch in the thighs. Hold it and come up. And we're going into the other side of sideline. Ball, band. Again, if you have no band, it's perfectly fine. If you do, take the mid, cross over the front of the foot, then tie, I guess, cross them together at the bottom. Take your band. We'll place the ball somewhere so we can grab it in a minute. And take your band under the bottom leg. Lay all the way down. From here, you've got this nice, gentle hold, and the knee is pressing down to give you support. Lift and lower. First thing, look at your leg. Make sure the foot's not turned out or in, but it's parallel. So we can get into the abductors. Where my hand is where you should feel this when we're finished. And down, and lift, and down. Lift, find the lift of the waist. The hips are stacked. And breathe, yes, little pulses. Press, 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 press. And 4, 3, 2, hopefully you found it. And we're gonna kick forward and just pull back. And we're gonna make that just a nice swing from the hip socket. You swing till this creases, you swing till that creases. And forward, and back, and forward, and back. Ooh, yeah, forward and back, hold it back. Heel circles. So this side may have woken up faster because the side you lay on is working isometrically. So he did a lot of work already, right? When we use the other leg. Reverse, and circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, and 3, and 2, last one, and come down for a quick rest. Very quick, come in, internally rotate, up, and finish. Up, it's just a little tiny press. 3, 2, and that's it. We're gonna gently undo that band with the other foot, let it rest, grab your ball for some side sit-ups. So each side could feel different, so just be aware. Top leg will go forward. Take your hand, and then you are just going to lift. This is my challenge side. Yeah, so you're gonna find a place that you can lift from. Lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. And you can take this elbow forward if that feels a little better on the shoulder. Press, and 3, and 2, and last one, come down. Woo, we all need that work. Sideline, we got the lateral ribs, we got the lateral flexion of the spine, we got the lateral abductors today, and reach, nice. Woo. Take your hand, push yourself up, and we're going to put the ball away to the side and put the band away. From here, we're going to do a bridging sequence with single legs. So feet hip width apart, head down. So I love to do these because we woke up the glutes already, so let's get them really nicely working. We're going to start with both legs. This way, if you're not in the mood to do a single leg work, then you can continue to do double. And we'll do 2 more doubles. Lift, articulate down. And if you want to challenge yourself, take your arms up and articulate down. So you have some challenge with the double legs. Now we'll go to single. Lift straight up, lift one leg up. Your job is to maintain the pelvis stability. Flex, lower the leg to the other thigh. Point, come back up. Flex, come back down. Point, come back up. Flex, come back down. Bend, and gently place that leg down without shifting the pelvis if you can. That's your goal. Doesn't mean it won't, but you're thinking of it. Flex, lower, point, lift up. Flex, lower, point, lift up. Flex, lower, point, lift up. Bend, keep those hips equal. Lower that leg, yes, and articulate down. Now take those arms up. We said this was a nice challenge with both legs in a bridge. If you can let your arms float back further and maintain your ribs on the mat or anywhere in between, lift straight up, and then articulate down, reaching your fingers away, and see if you get a nice stretch through the serratus and the lats, all the way down. Good, 2 more, lift up, exhale, articulate down, breathe through that articulation, 1 more time, lift, and exhale, and articulate all the way down. Take the arms up, take the legs out, zip them together, flex your feet, and we're going to roll up. We're going to go into leg pull-ups. So hands behind you, feet pointed. We'll do a reverse plank first, and then your choice if you want to do the pull-ups. Hand position is whatever feels good for you. Lift up those hips and sit back down. Lift up those hips, sit back down. 1 more time, lift up those hips and sit back down. Now, if you want to add the leg pull-up, you can, or you can keep doing a reverse plank. We'll do 2 sets. Lift, up, lower, up, lower, up, lower, up, and hold, sit down. Take your arms, reach forward, and stretch. We're going to roll over onto our knees. I want to work a little bit of upper body before we finish with our plank series. Take your hands, and the wrists should be underneath the shoulders. Your hips are directly over the knees. If you need to pad up your mat for your wrist, let your fingers hang off the edge without pushing on the floor. And all we're going to do here is bend the elbows for triceps and push ourselves back up. So bend and press. Elbows are looking at the knees. Notice my hips aren't doing anything. I'm not shifting the body. I'm just hinging at the hips to come down. Down and up, down and up. Hold it halfway down, halfway up, halfway down, halfway up, halfway down, halfway up, halfway down. Make sure those elbows are facing your knees and not going out to the side, but work those triceps, all 3 heads. Last one, hold it and hover. Hover, 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 and press yourself up. Take your arms, take one behind you and stretch. This is really good work for bone density and working the upper body. Safe for everybody. You're in a neutral spine. Now take your hands out wide, your elbows wide, your fingers look at each other. Again, the body positioning is all 4s and the legs and the hips do nothing. You hinge down and press back up. Press through the palms of your hands. Press up, down, press, down, press, down, and press. 2 counts. 1, 2. Push through your palms, not the fingers. You'll feel the work in the arms and not the upper traps. Down, 2, press, 2. Last one, hold it down and hold. Breathe, smile, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and push yourself all the way up. It's a simple one to do, quick, and really is good for your bones and your upper body. Shake it out. We are now going to go into hover planks today. So we're going to have our elbow right over the shoulder, palms out, and we'll take a leg back. Let me get onto my mat. Leg back, and find that plank. From here, palms down, or you can go lateral, and I want you to shift your body and flex at the ankles. Shift, flex, shift. Beautiful. 2 more. You're doing great. Hold it, drop a knee, and stretch back. Now we'll come up to full planks. If you like the hover better, that's sort of leading us up to full, please stay in the hover. If you need to do a modified plank, please do that. Find what's good for you today. So wrist under the shoulders, take your leg out, take your leg out. We're gonna do leg pull downs. Lift a leg and 1, 2, 3, lift the other. 1, 2, 3, and other. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3. One more set. 1, 2, 3, and down, and last one. Here we go. Hold it down. Come up into a nice pike. Take a moment, bring your hands where they're comfortable, your ears up to your arms, your tailbone to the ceiling. Lower the heels. Lift them up. Lower. This gives you a chance to look at your own alignment as well. What does your ankle and your toes look like in relationship to your knees and hips? Walk it out. Walk, walk, walk. Last 2. Last 1. Drop them both down. Ooh, give yourself a nice stretch. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Let your head drop like we did in the beginning. Feel a little deeper stretch maybe, yeah? Let those arms float up and leave them hang. Let those shoulders have a little space in the socket. It's very shallow, and they need that with all that wonderful work you just did. Take both hands and go to the outside of one leg, rotating the ribs only, and breathe. Come over to the other side and breathe. Good, and back to the center and roll all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. For just a little extra stretch, and maybe on the lateral side because you work them so hard today, take one foot over, yeah, cross, and then I want you to roll down and just find a stretch. Ooh, and maybe walk over to one side and the other. It's a little deeper, yeah? From here, take that foot and roll all the way back up. Take that foot to the other side. Your hips are square, they're not turned. You're rolling down, finding that roll down. You get some nice stretch through the IT bands and lateral quads. And you might feel one side more than the other, like I do, and stack it up, one vertebrae up at a time. Roll back and come up. From here, heels together, toes apart. Take a breath, reach the arms up. Oh, turn the palms away and open that heart. One more time. Palms in, elbows in, reach up, turn, open, out. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day, has a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, have a great one.